went over to Sarah's, and I will say the moment it is a pleasure taking her for so many reasons, but walking into her dressing room and seeing what she's wearing and her hair for the first time is always a really special moment. And watching her getting, God, how would I describe it? Zipped in, sewn in to this
How many people?
cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That
6.
sounds about right.
Actually, I think
It
6
looked so
total.
cool. It looked
It
amazing.
was so cool.
The hat was so cool.
The hat by Philip Tracy, who she wears all the time. So it was great, but she was walking down the stairs of her brownstone. She was having quite a bit of trouble walking down the stairs. We were like, because the dress on the back of the stairs, you don't think about these things. She knew that she was not going to be able to sit down. Literally, she could not sit in this dress.
What'd she do in the car then?
Well, we had a sprinter take us up there, but what
stood.
we didn't factor was how to get her into the car because the hoop of her dress was wider than the opening for her to get into the car, because the seat of the there was a seat and opening and you had to squeeze in between, and it was troublesome. Now, there are always, on the day of the Met Ball, some looky-loos in front of her house waiting to see her come down the stairs, and they were all then waiting to see her get into the car. And so we kind of had to tell, it was getting a little awkward, and we kind of had to say, hey, can you kind of turn around a little bit or something? Like, we don't want to destroy the magic of the moment here. I kind of had to squeeze her a little bit, squeeze the cage, at which point, I hope Richard Quinn isn't listening to this, because at which point some of the bejeweled, her dress was literally jeweled. Some of just a few strays fell off, and you may be able to find them in the West Village. If you hunt around the quaintest sections of the West Village, you may be able to see some jewels left over from Cinderella's gown. And it was wild, but she did get in. Now, how she stayed up was she was holding on to 2 seatbelt straps from 2 separate chairs on either side of her the whole way. And I was standing up in solidarity with her. Now, on the way home, I sat down and put my feet up because Daddy was tired. But poor SJ had to stay there. And she couldn't take her SJP collection shoes off, by the way, because the tights, the bejeweled tights, were on over the shoes. So it was quite confusing.